Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning here and I am going to start booking loads. And this will kick off our series on negotiation. So I don't know which negotiation tactic I'll be using today or if I'll have to use any tactics at all. Maybe it will be just as simple as just asking, I need this rate and that's it. But only time will tell. So currently I want to let you know what position I'm in. So I'm looking from Pile Up, Washington to anywhere within Zone 8, Zone 9. Now currently, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning at the moment, but there are 319 loads. So these are the loads that are available. And I already know that brokers, for the most part, they start coming in at 8, 8:30, 9 o'clock. So these are not all the loads that are going to be available, just to those zones that I need to go. But currently it's 319 loads available and there are 20 trucks in the market looking to go to those zones. So 319 loads, 20 trucks, rates must be good. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna post our truck and see what comes up. So Pile Up, Washington, going to Zone 8, Zone 9, but it's not really Zone 8, Zone 9. I want to send my guy to Utah or California, maybe Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada, Idaho, not so much. So we'll just start with Utah, California, and Nevada. So let's start with that. And then I'll write 1 and 1. I want a one pick, one drop. I want an easy load. And that we are available to go now. So I'm gonna just post that and see what comes in. Now, for the most part, when the market is like this, when it's good, I post my truck and I put my email because I like it when brokers email me with all the details so I can start thinking, is this worth it? Is it not worth it? On the phone, it's sometimes very, very fast and you'll hear it today, hopefully. But I do like to also get emails from brokers. So let's see what kind of fish we can catch. So the first question you have to answer when booking a load is, what are you expecting? Like, what are you basing your negotiation off of? So the way I do it is I have a rate in mind and a state I would love to go to. So currently, the number one state where I want to send the truck is to Salt Lake City, Utah, for a Monday delivery, because Salt Lake City is really good and you can actually make a lot of money just going from Washington to Salt Lake City, Utah, from Utah to Washington or Oregon, there and back. So this is the goal. This is my choice one, is Utah. Number two, loads to Salt Lake City, Utah are currently posted for around $3,000. Now the top load is posted for $4,200. I want $4,500 for that load. And you know what? I'm going to get it. You'll see. So this helps me understand what my goal is. So now let's go ahead and reach that goal. So I am going to be showing you the load board right here. I just filtered by Utah so that you can see what the rates are currently. Usually it's around 3,000 something. This is the average. And really the average rate to Utah is around $3,200 to $3,500. So I am reaching for the stars. I want a minimum of $4,500. But what I am going to do right now is, these are all the loads that are posted. It's 6:48 in the morning. I am going to wait. Right now, I don't see any loads that I am absolutely in love with. I am going to wait. So I just got an email from a broker listing 5 loads going out today to Salt Lake City, which is great. It's awesome. The question is, so delivery date is the 6th, which is Monday. Awesome. So I want to show you this. So I'm going to attach a photo right here of what loads this person is offering me. Now, if you can see, it's sorted by pickup date and the first 5 are for Friday, which is today. So I'm going to ask him right now, what is the rate he is offering, or sorry, no, what rate she is offering on the 2 Friday loads where the commodity says freezers. The reason is because I know that frozen loads will always pay higher than things like cereal or wreaths. So I'm going to write back and let them make that first offer. Now the question is, why am I letting the broker make that first offer? Because I want to see where the broker stands. No matter what the market is doing, every broker operates a little differently. So if one broker is offering, let's say, $4,000 on a load, that doesn't mean that all brokers will offer that price. So I want to see what they're offering. Now, my minimum for Salt Lake City, Utah, which is 800 miles, but delivering on Monday would be $4,000, not $3,000. I don't want to make $1,000 a day. I want to make more. $4,000 is the bare minimum. Okay, so the broker replied that these are actually not frozen loads, the freezer loads that I was reaching out about. These are actually chest freezers, so no refrigeration is required. And she is offering $2,600 to $2,700 for this load, which makes me understand that this is not the load for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reply to her right now, because reputation, and I am going to tell her that unfortunately we're looking for quite a higher rate than what she's currently offering. So something interesting just happened. Do you remember that email I sent regarding the freezers? I thought that this was a frozen load. Well, she got back to me after about 30 minutes. She's like, you know what, I can do 3,800. So I told her, I'm like, I'm sorry, I understand, but I really need 4,500. She's now asking me what time we can get loaded, which means that she's about to say yes to the 4,500. This is how crazy the market is. But I'm not going to say anything yet because I'm about to reply to her about what time we can get loaded, and I'll get back to you in a second. So I just emailed her back. She asked what time we can get loaded. So I told her that we're just 3 miles away from the pickup location, which is always good. That's a great negotiation tactic to use if you have to negotiate. Clearly here I didn't. I just told her the rate we need and she kind of came up on her own. Power of patience. But that's a great negotiation tactic, that we're super close. We can be there in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, 20 minutes, so we'll see what she's going to say. And I just got an email. Okay, I was able to get the shipper to agree to the rate. It's a load of wreaths, dry load. Available to load, first come, first serve right now. Should I send it over? And it delivers at 8 a.m. on Monday. First come, first serve today. 6,000 pounds. Yeah, you should send it over. Fantastic. Well, that was very easy. This is actually the first time I didn't have to do anything for a broker to come up on the rate. I'll be completely honest. I am just as shocked as you are. Now, this load, as you remember, she was offering initially 2,700 max. And I just told her, I'm like, sorry, we need 4,500. And then 30 minutes later, she came up to 3,800. I'm like, nope, need a minimum of 4,500. She got the shipper to agree to the rate. How crazy is this? And this is a dry load. We are a reefer carrier. This is a dry load, and it's only like 6,000 pounds, she said. Yeah, 6,000 pounds. I mean, this is absolutely cuckoo bananas. So I'm sorry on one hand that you didn't get to hear any conversations because this was happening by email. On the other hand, that is pretty awesome, and that should show you how crazy the market is right now. Insane. Now, what I'm going to do to prove to you, we need receipts, to prove to you that I actually did book this load is I'll show you the rate confirmation in just a moment. Okay guys, so I'm going to attach the rate confirmation right here. Of course, I have to remove all the information like where the addresses are, etc., but the rate is there. You will see the commodity and you will see the dates. So it's a pretty crazy, yeah, I'm in a little bit of shock, I'll be honest. Not because of the rate per se, it's not the rate, it's the actual process of negotiation. I didn't do anything. I really didn't do anything. So if you're wondering if you should get into the trucking industry right now and get your own numbers, your own MC and DOT number, yeah, you should. This load, just to go over it again, this load pays $4,500. The pickup is 3 miles away from us. The delivery is 800 some miles away. I'll actually tell you right now. The total mileage for this load, deadhead and loaded, is 846 miles. It pays $4,500 divided by 846. That's $5.20, which is great. I mean, I've hit higher rates. it's not the rate that is so insane about this load. It's the fact that no one called. I didn't have to call anyone. I posted the truck. This girl reaches out to me regarding this load, offers me $2,700 max, $2,600 to $2,700. I'll actually, you know what? Let me read the whole conversation for you. So I showed you the spreadsheet that she sent me of all the loads that she has, and I focused on that freezer load because I thought that this is frozen and I can get more money out of it and I can use that in my negotiation. So I wrote to her, what rates are you offering on the frozen loads? So she replied 3 minutes later saying they are dry loads of chest freezers, so no refrigeration required. We have been moving them for around $2,600, $2,700. What rate would you need on it? We can certainly negotiate. Excellent. But in my opinion, okay, it's a dry load. It was pretty light. 2,700. I cannot ask for, 4,500 usually. I cannot negotiate that. But I will always let the broker know what I'm looking for in case this kind of situation happens. Now, these don't happen very often, and this whole situation is completely mind-boggling. So I wrote to her, I'm like, got it. Unfortunately, we're looking for a rate quite a bit higher than that, and therefore are looking for a frozen load to Utah. We're currently looking at minimum for 4,500. Thank you for reaching out though. I'm always very, very nice to brokers because I like to build those relationships. So about 30 minutes later, she writes, I could probably come up a bit on the rate. Could you make 3,800 work? Well, I'm kind of a stubborn mule. So I told her, I'm like, hi, unfortunately, we really need that 4,500 minimum at this time. So about 4 minutes later, she said, what time can your truck load today in Sumner? And of course, at that point, I'm realizing that, oh my God, she's about to actually give me what I want, even though I never expected this to happen. So I told her, right away, I started using trying to build value in why we're asking for this much. So I told her we're just 3 miles away. We can be there within 30 minutes because of pre-trip inspections, et cetera, et cetera. And she sent the rate confirmation. But she didn't send the rate confirmation. She said, okay, I was able to get the shipper to agree to this rate. It's a load of wreaths. It's not the frozen load that I was initially looking at. It's a dry load, loading in Sumner, available first come, first serve. And she sent me one of those spreadsheets showing that it's picking up today, first come, first serve until 11:30 a.m. From Sumner, Washington, going to Salt Lake City, Utah for a Monday delivery at 8 a.m. And it goes on a dry van or reefer. So it's a dry load, but can fit on a reefer. And it's only 6,600 pounds. So to say that I'm in a little bit of shock is, it's an understatement. But this is what happens. Basically, I couldn't show you much in this video, but at least maybe you see how crazy the market is. It's insane. I didn't have to do anything. I was waiting for 8 o'clock to hit. Now, of course, I posted the truck, but I was not planning to start making calls until 8 when the loads are actually coming out. And without trying, I was literally not expecting this. She just came up on the rate on her own completely. And she came up from $2,700 to $3,800 and then $4,500. So yeah, pretty crazy. So I hope you learned something new from this video. I know that I really like this market, but I know it's probably because it's December, shippers are trying to make their goals and it's the end of the year. So everyone is trying to hit their goals and it's right before the crazy holiday time that begins. I mean, it's wreaths, so it has to be delivered quickly for Christmas. So I will see you in the next video, but next time I will be making some phone calls so you can actually hear the conversations with brokers and hopefully I can actually negotiate next time because this was really, really cool. But this was kind of not educational because I didn't do anything. The only thing it taught you is that the market is crazy. So next time I will be negotiating with brokers, hopefully. So I will see you guys in the next video.